always trying to get a read on the cannabis business, especially now that it's fully legal in Canada. And Jeff Sessions, the ultimate drug warrior, is out at the Justice Department. These stocks aren't always worth investing in at the moment, as I think many of them are way too hot and some of them too small. But someday this is going to be a huge industry, and it's absolutely worth following. Which brings me to MJardin Group, a professional management company with partners with marijuana growers and retailers to help them set up shop and run their facilities efficiently. Now, we introduced you to this company a couple of months ago, but there's been so many changes since then. MJardin just came public in Canada via reverse takeover and now trades under the symbol MJAR in Canada. And that's not all. Today, MJardin announced that it will be merging with Growforce. That's a Canadian cannabis producer that's long had a close relationship with this company. It's all very exciting, but it's also kind of actually a little confusing. So why don't you sort things out by checking in with Rishi Gautam. He is the chairman and CEO of MJardin and the CEO of Growforce. Get a better sense of what this all means. Mr. Gautam, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. Great to be here.
Okay, so can you just, for our viewers, talk about what these events do for your company, what it now looks like versus when you were on, and what the prospects are?
Absolutely. So MJardin is elevating the conversation. Today, we are a multi-country operator with the announcement of acquiring Growforce. Growforce, as we talked about last time, outside the U.S., focused on Canada and federally legal markets. MJardin decided to take that business and create the largest operator in the global cannabis space. Combined 49 facilities, cultivation, extraction, and retail, largest operator. Jim, we produce and sell more legal cannabis than Tilray and Canopy combined. We're very excited with this opportunity.
Okay, well, I think a lot of our viewers will say, well, wait a second. Those companies are valued in the multiple billion, $10 billion. Why is it that MJardin does not have a similar valuation? And I'm not a softball. I'm just saying, what's the confusion for people?
We just started trading today. We always priced our business as a business with EBITDA multiple, not as a business that happens to be in the cannabis space. It's always been attractively valued for our institutions. About 35% of our company today is owned by long-only institutions, long-only money. So we got the most strategic, smartest capital as we built our business over time, and we just started trading today, and we're off to the races. So we've always priced our business very rationally.
Okay, so the two companies as one, what is the ratio between growing and being the picks and the mortar, so to speak, of helping other companies?
So right now we have a hybrid approach. In some markets we act as agent, like you mentioned. We're a management company. We manage assets in long-term contracts. In certain key markets we want to take ownership economics. So in Massachusetts, in Canada, in Nevada, in certain key markets we want to take ownership, more flagship opportunities. So right now we're about 75-25 between 75 as agent, 25 as principal. Over time, as we expand our business, we intend to make capital injections in key markets and really get to a 50-50 between managing assets and owning assets.
Oh, that's terrific. Now, tell me what it's like up in Canada right now. You know, we had the hoopla, and now we're just kind of everyday managing. I mean, are the states getting it together? It seems like each place is a little bit different. It's so hard to navigate. Just give me the lay of the land.
It's great to be an operator, frankly. We have produced and sold more legal cannabis, over 125,000 kilos. We know the market as an operator. And now with capital, we're also a smart capital allocator. So when we're looking at markets like Canada, we've seen the capital markets really run ahead of the advancements operationally. We know what it takes to grow the cannabis, extract it, and sell it into the markets. Now it's about being an asset manager. Before it was about being an asset owner, who owned what licenses and what markets. Now it's about monetizing those assets, and that's where the operational excellence of MJardin is really going to shine. Going into these assets, operating these assets, really creating real revenue, real EBITDA. So right now we see in Canada the first wave from a capital market standpoint is done. Now the second wave, which we thrive in, the second wave we can come in, optimize assets, perform better, faster, more efficient than our first mover competitors. That's what we see right now in Canada. That's what we see in other key markets in the U.S.
Are there some analyst estimates that I can find out about when, about EBITDA positive, when, what are the total addressable market for your business, and what are the revenues, say, projections out there? Because I don't have them.
That's right. We just started trading today, Jim. We expect to have research analyst coverage very soon here. But just to give you a backdrop, we were positive EBITDA last year, positive EBITDA this year, real revenue, real EBITDA, and we're going into new markets as the most strategic capital allocators, the most strategic operators. So we intend to grow that EBITDA base into more and more cash flow, more and more EBITDA as we expand into new markets.
Well, I
the
think
research analysts will be coming.
I'm sorry, when I hear that kind of thing, I think about, I was with a very large liquor company the other day, and they said, you know what, we have to be in cannabis. I was with a major food company the other day, and they said, you know what, we have to be in cannabis. What do you hear about the big players saying, you know what, it's now legal, we have to be in it?
They definitely should be in it. We talk to strategics all the time. We are educating and discussing very interesting opportunities right now. It's important for the alcohol, the tobacco, and other strategics, cosmetics, to come into this market and really partner with an operator. It's very efficient to look at MJardin as an operator. We can help teach the strategics. We can help them expand with our vast footprint in a very scalable way. We think this is the right time for additional strategics to come in.
So, and when you get a decision, a vote like we had just last week with a new state, do you suddenly bring people down to that state and say, well, Michigan, here's what we're looking at? I mean, because you mentioned Massachusetts, they really haven't gotten it going yet.
Massachusetts will turn on soon. Michigan is another great state. We have a playbook of certain markets we want to be capital allocators in and take flagship or principal positions. Michigan, Massachusetts being one of the two examples of those states. We have been operating or consulting in over 13 states as our history, over 9 years being in the legal cannabis space. We know the markets really well. We have a very substantive playbook of where we want to be. So this is all falling within our strategy as these states are opening up, medical and then medical and recreational. So it's all working out very well for us. We have a very nice tailwind here to move forward.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and explaining all the very exciting developments at MJardin Group. That's Rishi Gautam. You've heard him before. Now you just heard EBITDA positive. I like that. Chairman and CEO of MJardin. Now, just so you know, it's MJardin. A lot of people ask me that. And the symbol is MJAR. Mad Money's back into the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.